Get it, David, come on. Ah, there you go. There you go. Energy, let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10, a machine here. There you go, nobody works like David in this house. 13, come on. 14, come on. 15, shut that muscle down. 16, come on. Get it, 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it, 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it, 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah, 20, you got some more in you. 21, yeah, get it again. Come on, we want to see it. Good, 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy.
David Goggins isn't just another motivational figure. He's a Navy SEAL, an ultra-marathon runner, a world record holder for pull-ups, and a best-selling author. And that's just to name a few of his accomplishments. He's completed some of the hardest endurance challenges on the planet, from the Badwater 135 to the Moab 240. But what makes him truly extraordinary isn't his accomplishments, it's the mindset he used to achieve them. In this video, we'll break down exactly how David Goggins thinks and how you can apply his methods to your own life.
And I started working for a job called Ecolab, where you spray for cockroaches at 24. And spraying at different steak and shakes, Red Lobster, whatever, from 11 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. I came home from Steak and Shake. I sprayed it down last, get a big old large 42-ounce shake, walk across the street and get a box of mini donuts from 7-Eleven, and I would drive home for 45 minutes. This big old fat guy who, yeah, I worked out, but I was fat.
Goggins transformed himself from an overweight cockroach exterminator into one of the toughest men on the planet. His story isn't just inspiring, it's proof of what's possible when you master your mind. By understanding his mindset, you'll learn how to push through pain, embrace discomfort, and achieve things you didn't think were even possible.
I absolutely hated running, but I knew for me to grow, I had to do this thing every single day. I wanted to start callousing my mind. I wanted to start becoming a better person. And how you become a better person, how you gain mental toughness, how you become the person you want to be, is constantly facing the things that you don't want to face.
Goggins talks about callousing the mind, which means intentionally exposing yourself to discomfort to build mental toughness. He believes that growth happens when you face your fears and challenges head on. Whether it's running in extreme weather or waking up at 4 a.m. to train, Goggins constantly pushes his limits to strengthen his resilience. To start, identify one thing in your life that you've been avoiding because it's uncomfortable and face it.
I'm always holding myself accountable.
Talk to me about the accountability mirror.
So the accountability mirror is something that I kind of came up with in high school. Like I said, I started shaving my head when I was 16. And I got caught up in trying to impress so many people because no one liked me. So I developed so many different identities. When you look in the mirror, that's the one person you can't lie to. I was trying to make other people like me. How pathetic is that? So I would just start having myself accountable. How did I attack today? How did I attack yesterday? And if I didn't do something I was proud of, I would write down a sticky note and I would fix it. So then my senior year in high school, it was a totally different David Goggins.
One of Goggins' core practices is the accountability mirror. Every day, he looks in the mirror and asks himself hard, honest questions. Am I doing enough? Am I living up to my potential? He writes down his goals and sticks them on the mirror as a constant reminder. This practice isn't just about setting your goals, it's about holding yourself accountable. Try it yourself. Write down goals and track your progress every day.
The cookie jar is something I invented. As you all know, your mom has a cookie jar, and sometimes you might have an Oreo, sometimes you might have a Chips Ahoy, sometimes you might have an oatmeal raisin cookie. You never know. It's just in there. My cookie jar has every single failure and success of my life, something I overcame. So what happens in time of life when you're stressed out and things get bad, even the hardest guy in the world, I will, in my mind, reach into my cookie jar. And sometimes you forget how hard you are in times of need, because you're stressed. But you forget, I'm a fucking Navy SEAL, I'm a Ranger, I'm this and that, but you forget all that because your life sucks. I calm down, take that 1 second, get control of my life, reach in the cookie jar. Wow, you got caught in your whole life, and you're now the only person in history to do this, and this. Put it back in the cookie jar, reset my mind. You have to remind yourself of how badass you really are in times of need. That's the fucking cookie jar.
Goggins is known for his self-talk. He uses what he calls his cookie jar, a mental inventory of past wins and challenges he's overcome. When things get tough, he pulls from this jar to remind himself of his strength. This isn't about being overly positive. It's about being real with yourself and using your past successes to fuel your present efforts. Goggins doesn't rely on motivation because he knows it's fleeting. Instead, he builds discipline. Discipline means doing the work regardless of how you feel. Goggins wakes up early, trains daily, and sticks to his goals because he's committed to the process. Ask yourself, how can you create routines that keep you consistent even when you don't feel like it? David Goggins believes that most people operate at only 40% of their potential. When your mind tells you to stop, you can always do more. He calls this the 100% rule, pushing past your perceived limits. For Goggins, this meant running 100 miles on broken legs or doing over 4,000 pull-ups in 24 hours. For you, it could be running that extra mile or tackling a project you've been putting off.
I do not like to do the things I do, but there's humongous satisfaction from doing it. There's humongous satisfaction from lacing your shoes up saying, I don't really want to go for a run today. And then running. And then getting back and saying, wow.
I did it.
I did it.
While he's known for his big accomplishments, he's equally focused on small daily wins. Every goal starts with a small, consistent action. For me, it started with running every day, rain or shine, and building momentum. Focus on the next step, not the entire staircase. David Goggins has completed Hell Week 3 times, holds the pull-up world record, and has finished countless ultra-endurance races. These aren't just accolades, they're proof of what the human mind is capable of when you adopt his mindset. His story shows us with the right mental approach, there are no limits. Here's the challenge: start small, but start today. Callous your mind, take accountability, and push past your limits. The Goggins mindset isn't about becoming him, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. What's stopping you? Face the mirror and begin your transformation. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. Cheers.